Hi guys, just wanted to do a quick little video on my first crit race from Coburg Cycling. It was their crit race. It's at National Blvd in Campbellfield in Melbourne. And it was a great day. I've been really excited to do a crit race for a while now. I've been watching plenty of NorCal cycling on YouTube, so it looks really fun. He does a great job on his edits, and he's he's a great racer and a great rider. So I thought it looks like a really good time, and it was great. It was such a good time down there. Like the Coburg Cycling Club, like I've met a few of their members, and everyone's super friendly and super inviting. And the whole morning was like that as well. Like people I didn't know were just coming up and talking, and it's good to be back racing again. I used to race motocross when I was in high school, and it's good to be around that Saturday morning buzz again. Like people are out there, and people are like smiling and, oh, how'd you go? How are you feeling? Yeah, what are you going to come? What are you racing in? There's just a little bit of electricity in the air, so it's good to be back around that. And I really enjoy racing. I always have. I'm not really a bat and ball sport, or I don't know, I enjoy the individual racing aspect. It's exhilarating. I like the speed, so it was good to be back on the bike and good to be moving around some people again. I messaged one of the members and said, oh, what grade do you think I should be in? He said, oh, look, probably C, but it's your first race, so see how you feel around some other people, and just go D for this first one. So I went D, and yeah, it was a great day. 30 minutes plus 3 laps. I can definitely have a good crack for at least half an hour, which wasn't a big issue. We'll get into it. I'm just going to commentate some of the video.
Let's go.
So yeah, we got let out for 1 lap. The lead out lap was pretty casual. They gave us a bit of a briefing saying, look, you guys are not going to go from here to the Olympics, so take it easy, enjoy yourselves, have fun, don't crash, be safe, be smart. And everyone was. It was good. And there was a mixed bag. We started at the same time as B grade, so it was D grade, B grade, and I think women's B as well. I think there were a few women, maybe 4 with us. So, and some of them were pretty fast. I was like, whew, these girls are moving. And I will have to apologise about my bouncy distracting Garmin. It's funny though, I had some expectations of what it was going to be like, and D grade is funny. It was very friendly. There was a bit of chatter, in the pack, and it wasn't moving ridiculously quickly. And there's a little bit of uncertainty in the air, which is to be expected. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of, I don't know, like attacks or anything special happening. You know, people kind of just riding in the bunch. And then if someone would kind of power off the front, everyone would kind of look around and be like, oh, what do we do? But it's cool. Everyone who is there is just there to ride their bike and enjoy themselves. So I'd definitely recommend D grade to anyone looking to get into cycling. I'm going to skip ahead and cut a lot of this race up, because obviously it's not too much happened, but we'll skip through some of the highlights. So a few laps go around, and I'm kind of sitting like mid-pack, and then just up ahead, for some reason, I still can't really see what happened here. There was a touch of the brakes and a bit of a concertina effect and a back up, and I wasn't super close to crashing, thank God, but I just thought, all right, I don't want to ride in the middle of this. I'd prefer to ride out the front, and there's less people to crash into. So I pulled up ahead a bit further than that. So yeah, I just decided to go up the outside, and things were moving pretty slowly at this point. It's very leisurely, pretty casual. You can see my heart rate, I think it's like at 156, so it's not working hard. It's still doing pretty low power. But skipping ahead, you know, there were a few stronger riders that wanted to stretch things out a little bit and kind of see what the pack is like. So we had a bit of fun. We had a bit of speed. I think we got up like 45 on some of the downhill bits. I was comfortable to spend some time out front and on the front. Like I would much prefer to be in the like front 5 people than in the middle. It just seems like you're a lot less likely to have a crash. Yeah, 5k in, he kind of gave me the elbow and suggested that I take some turn on the front, so that's fine. I kind of just rested my hands on the handlebars and enjoyed the cruise. And I knew when I was doing it, I was like, okay, you're not supposed to spend time on the front. Like, I don't have teammates here, and it's everyone for themselves. And but I was feeling not too bad as well. Like, I can do a turn on the front, and yeah, it wasn't a big deal. So this gentleman in front of me, number 6, he was good. He was up front for a lot of the race, and unfortunately, I think it was on the last lap, he got a flat tire, and he was out of contention. But he was putting in some good shifts and working hard. So yeah, unfortunate, but it happens. And you can see B grade going by. So they went by. I think they went by us twice. They went by a bit faster than we were, like a fair bit quicker. But looks fun to me. They had a good sized pack as well. We were pretty big. I think we had maybe like 20 or 25 in our race. So we'll cut to we are 13.5 Ks in now. It was 25k all up, so somewhere around a little bit over half. And I was getting a little bit restless, and I kind of wanted to see what happens if I go off the front and just give it a crack. And like, will I get away? Will they be able to reel me back in? Like, what's the strength of the pack? Where am I? Where are they? So cranked up the watts to break the toe and got off the front, and I let out the front for a lap and a half, and I wasn't going easy. It was hard, but I was really hoping someone would come with me. I was looking forward to the whole breakaway thing. Didn't happen. They let me go, which is fine. So I was out there just hurting for a lap and a half, and then I decided, all right, it's halfway in. So if I reel it back in a bit now, I should have a bit of energy for the end. So yeah, the guys caught up to me. This is a slight downhill section. It's funny, there was a lot of coasting down this downhill, and it wasn't steep. It might have been like 1 or 2%. And if you want to coast, but you know it's a bike race. I just figure have your legs turning the whole way. And these corners, everything's pretty loose and tight. Maybe in the faster grades when you're moving a bit quicker, maybe you do have to stop pedaling through the corners, but I felt like we could pretty much pedal all the way through. This next left is the tightest one off the roundabout, and it's not that tight, especially if you ride like a proper Apex. But you can see people wanted to step the pace up, but no one wanted to do too much work on the front, which is, I was there with them, I was thinking the same thing. So yeah, like not too much happened. It was a 30-minute race, you know, it's not the most exciting thing, but this is towards the end. This is the last lap. So this guy, number 7, he was riding well. He was looking good, and I was all too happy to just sit on his wheel and have him kind of tow me out. Seemed like a good deal to me, you know. And I could see he was kind of unsure. He's like, wait, why am I towing everyone out? But someone's got to go off the front, and we weren't working really hard. Like this last lap, the pace didn't go up tremendously. So yeah, I was all too happy for this guy to just keep on leading me out, and he seemed to not have an issue with it either, so it worked out really well. I don't think we weren't too strung out at this point. You know, everyone was still really there, and I think, as it does with these lower ranks, from what I understand, it seems to come down to a field sprint a lot of the time, which is alright, because I hadn't experienced a field sprint. Like, that's why I did the breakaway. I want to see, like, can I do a breakaway? And now, like, I kind of wanted to see what a field sprint was like with these other guys. I kind of just wanted to like feel it out and learn a bit about crit racing after watching so much on YouTube. It was cool. So I'm in the drops here, kind of tucked in behind this guy, I'm doing like 60 watts here. I'm lightly pedaling, if that. I don't think I was even pedaling. It's starting to get a bit intense. You can see the guy on my outside, he's looking racy. He's showing a bit of wheel. And it was somewhere around here, I told this guy, I just said, stretch it out, mate. And like, I pretty much said, tow me along, mate. And he put the foot down and he went even harder, which was cool. I was, happy to sit in second. And so this guy on the right, he took off here and we're still a fair way away from the finish. And the pace picked up a little bit, and the girl in our group, who seemed to have a bit of experience, she was talking a lot. It was really good. It's cool to have like a bit of chatter in the group. She said that's way too far out, so I'm just going to pause here. He went up ahead and he went way too early. We're still like, I don't know, 800 meters or something from the finish. And I've pulled out an old mate slipstream to go in front of me. And I'm starting to do a good bit of work now. I'm like getting a bit antsy. You can see my heart rate's up, getting a bit antsy, and I want to put the foot down as well. But I kind of pull out and I kind of have a bit of a surge, and then I like look around to see if some other people are coming, like who's with me. And then I see no one's really with me. There was a guy just to my right, and I thought, all right, let me put the foot down a bit, and I'll take off. So bit of a surge. There's old mate there, and you can see from this road it's 200 meters or 150 to the finish. So that's where I want to be taking off from next time. And here we go, bang! Look at that. First place in my first race in D grade. So that was exciting. I was coming in for a win. I was hoping for a win, and more than that, I was hoping to just get some experience and enjoy the morning, because it was a great morning. No wind, perfect temperatures, like 20 degrees, overcast, cool. And I spiked it up to like 185 heart rate, which is my max. I've never been higher than that. So it was a big effort, and I thought I was going to be sick at this point. Thankfully I wasn't. But I was happy, it was a good race. I tried an effort off the front. I spent a fair bit of energy. I spent a fair bit of time just out in the wind on my own, just for no great reason, which is fine. But like, I was aware I was doing it, and I still had enough in the bag to put the foot down for the final stretch, and that went well. Like, I did pull out a fair bit on the other guys. So looking forward to B grade next weekend. I'm going to skip C. Maybe I'll go back down to C if I just get absolutely dropped off the back of B grade. We'll see though. It's funny. Sometimes it's good fun to be a big fish in a small pond, and kind of just do what you want to do. But I think if you want to be better, you have to ride with better people. I think that's the summary of it. That's the whole thing with all these sports. You just have to be around good guys, and kind of like it's going to be good to see some good riders in B grade. So excited about that next weekend, and we'll do a vlog number 2. Hopefully I'll come back with some more money. All right, till next time.